What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Third Gen Junkies. You know what it is, Chris. Still under this quarantine. Today is Monday, the I don't even know, 6th, something like that. I don't even know. Lost track of time. Yeah, I think it's like the 6th, 7th, Monday, December 7th. So today I've been coming out here on a regular basis looking at all of my traps, and I have this people door right here with all these posters on it. As you can tell, it's boarded up so you can only come into the big doors in my garage. And I have this one mouse trap that's here, and usually I always get the guys as soon as they come in. As you can see, the mouse turds from there. I've caught 2 or 3 in the last month right there. I put them all around the perimeter, so back over here, come around Ruby, come around over here by Black Magic. I know it's dark. There's one right here, hasn't been touched, and then up here by the front of Black Magic I have another one right here. I got one there before the other day. So I've been coming out here regularly and checking these things. So I basically have 4 on the main floor to try to kill them before they get upstairs where all my seats and everything are stored at. So I have the one that's over there in the corner I just showed you, the one back here behind Black Magic. Then I have the one that's right here, which is mainly usually where they come in at. Somehow they squeak and flatten themselves and get somewhere over here. I don't know where, but they get through a crack. And as soon as they come in, they smell peanut butter and they usually get killed. I do have these stupid sticky trap things. They don't work for shit besides catching a shitload of bugs. I mean, you look in there, it's nothing but dirt and bugs. It's crazy. And then I have this one here. There's a blood stain there. That's usually where I get a lot of them. And then most recently, I have, I think, 3 up here, because I think one of them disappeared. But this one right here at the top of the stuff, for some reason I've caught 2 in the last 2 weeks right there, which means that they're bypassing and eating up all of the damn peanut butter off of the ones on the base floor and making their way up here. And then I have one here which don't seem to be touched, and then there's one, it's hard to see, but let me see where my shadow is on the wall right there where my finger is. If you see that, it's right there on the ground down here. And it's by the seats, and I had a couple of sticky traps, and there is a dead mouse laying actually right there. Because I try to keep all the foam and the carpet and all that stuff in one spot, but I try to guard it as best as possible. And I usually use, I don't like using it because if they eat it, then they crawl into something, they die, and then it stinks. But I have this Tomcat green granule. That's what you've seen all that white and greenish looking powder stuff that's all over the place. And actually, like right here, this was one that's old that got stepped on. That's usually what happens. It gets stepped on, it gets turned into powder. It's not really good to breathe. But I have a bucket of it somewhere. Oh, it's right there behind that blue bag, tucked in the back behind there. But I usually take handfuls of that and I throw that all around, behind all of these shelves, all the way down behind here, all the way around the perimeter, and all over the parts upstairs, just so that, you know, if anything were to get up there, you know, they would eat it and die. But I don't like the idea of them actually doing that and dying and sitting on parts that are possibly for sale, and customers really wouldn't like the smell of a dead mouse on their on their products. So see, if you notice that these are like your regular standards, so it's got a really small footprint that the peanut butter goes on. So what I did was I went to Menards, and they used to have these really badass mouse traps where I got these. These are the only ones that they had, and they kind of look so shitty and cheaply made, it's not even funny. But they used to have the ones that were really huge. It was like this big square block of looking like cheese, and it gave a real big pad from the step on it. As soon as they would step on it, boom, done. These, I don't know, Jaws mouse traps, these were the only ones that they had, so I bought two 8-packs. I mean, they're only like $2. So I don't know, I guess we'll try these out. It says they're made in USA. Hopefully they work, and go ahead and get some of these guys, you know, some more of them. But while I was there, I also picked up I always take boxes of mothballs. I bust them down. A lot of times I'll just crack them open, smash the mothballs themselves into like halves, and then I literally put them around the whole perimeter. I'll go outside the fence and go on that outside in between the two fences here, and I'll pour mothballs on the outside there, around the back side, all the way around this side here, along this edge, all the way down, all the way around, because the mice do like to live in those tarps and shit like that. So I'll pour them all the way down this way and all the way up, and I usually throw a couple in here. But I bought 2 big boxes of mothballs. I didn't realize that this is like a 2-pound bag in one box, so I got a bunch of them to put out here. And then I also got this Shake Away rodent repellent granules, mice, rats, voles, shrews, safe and effective. So I'll probably throw this all the way around the, you know, the perimeter as well. A lot of these usually say something that, you know, it's like see, this one says, I mean, look, it's mint oil, rosemary oil, cedar oil, limestone, hydrogenated soybean oil, and that's it. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of natural ingredients mixed up. I mean, I could have did that myself instead of paying $14. But then I bought this, and I've heard really good things about this. This keeps all, for the most part, all small animals away. Rabbits, I mean, anything small. And it's basically coyote urine in a granule form, and you shake this and put this around everything. So I'll run this all the way around also with the other stuff and the mothballs. Shake this all the way around, open up inside the garden tent here, throw some in there to keep everything out, because I know that there's probably already mice living, you know, in this stuff, because there usually is. I mean, they've already probably made their beds and whatever, but I'll go around this whole thing, go inside here. I do have a new tarp I need to throw on top of this thing, because it's starting to get holes ripped in it there and stuff. And I got some wires that are sticking out of that one white cap up there, and I think, if I ain't mistaken, they're almost wired to where they're hot inside, and I can hook them back up hot. Then I could run a pole straight down the back of the garage and into here to where I could actually put a light in there. Even though I don't do any work out here, but it would be nice to, you know, if in the winter time I had to come out here, or nighttime I could come out here, I could flip a switch, you know, and wouldn't have any issues. And that's really odd. Why is this standing up when it should be like that? Unless the wind moved it, but I highly doubt it. But yeah, I mean, we do get animals around here. The deers that walk up to the fence, and they come from the field, and a lot of rabbits, and rabbits carry the worst fleas for any animal to get rid of. So but yeah, I want to put this coyote urine stuff around here, just to alleviate, hopefully it'll keep the mice away, and whatever, because almost all rodents, small animals, even deer, once they smell that there's a coyote around, that's predator to them, and they'll stay the hell away. So I'm hoping that this little, I guess it's, I don't even know, use 1 ounce of shake away coyote urine granules for every 30 linear feet. Each bottle of shake away urine will cover 855 linear feet. Use as applied as directed. This thing's about 28.5 ounces for about 14 bucks. So shouldn't be that bad. I hope it don't reek to high hell, but whatever. As long as it's outside the garage and not inside the garage, I really don't care. But I went to Menards and spent some money, and I got this stuff. And then also while I was there, I got some heat. I got a couple bottles of Stable. I got a couple cans of Seafoam I plan on using in blue. A couple new cans of Liquid Wrench. I live by Liquid Wrench. It's awesome shit. And then I do also, yeah, it's funny, I have the peanut butter jar, the old peanut butter jar sitting here just to refill the the mouse traps. But oh, and I do have a heat here I forgot about, and I do have one more downstairs. And there's enough there for Black Magic, so I'm probably put these two in Black Magic. That's gonna be part of the second part of this video. But I'm gonna try to go ahead and get I want to get the whole layout of the garage covered with rodent anti-repellent shit, basically. And I need to get all these parts and all this stuff in the garage or in the basement inventoried, because a lot of it got blew around with the wind and whatnot. And then hopefully, depending upon what happens with me going back to work, I'll have enough money to buy the other carport that I want to buy. And thankfully, Mr. Kendage had a shipping container delivered to his house, and he moved 2 of his vehicles out of his barn and stored them in the shipping containers, which is awesome. And then he moved Purple Haze from the outside into the barn and hooked up the battery tender to it, and covered it with the car cover that I had sitting out there, which is awesome. Hopefully it'll, you know, keep the mice out of it and keep some of the weather off of it until I can. It was supposed to go down to Chris Hendren's this winter so that we could get the floor pans put in it, but I don't see that happening. He hasn't been able to do anything, and he was fighting with some sickness, and he had some issues going on at home for a while, to where he was down for a while and couldn't do what he needed to get done and move cars around. So yeah, so basically I'll start busting down this shit, you know, spreading these mothballs around, getting the perimeter and the inside of the garage taken care of. And then second half of the video, I'll show you guys what I do with Black Magic during storage, just to make sure that she's okay. She probably will get moved, you know, because I got the walkway to be able to walk over here behind her, but I might back it all the way up almost to the door, to be able to get around to the front over here, because depending upon how I do this and my propane heater and whatever, and if I'm working in the winter, I might want to go ahead and try and get some work done in the winter. I don't know, all depends. It's it's crazy. It's December 7th and it's like 40 degrees outside, and we've only had one little snow, so I don't know how this winter is gonna go. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this and start getting this mothballs and all this shit together and move it around and see what we can do here, and then get Black Magic all winterized up and chilling. And then, you never know, I might end up getting my ass out here and getting working on Ruby some more, see what I can get done on her off the list. Yeah. And, you know, guys, it's just been really hard recently with this COVID shit for me to be able to get anything done. I mean, physically, I just couldn't do it. Now I'm feeling a lot better. You know, I'm in a better mood. I can actually move around. Things are going pretty good. I'll be going back to work here soon. So I'm trying to keep up with this content and make stuff that's at least halfway entertaining. I mean, I know it seems pretty boring and I'm talking a lot, but I mean, there's nothing I can do. I just want to explain to you guys what's going on, because I mean, a lot of people haven't dealt with this, and neither have I. This is the first. So I'm just gonna try to, you know, get through this shit and just get kind of back to half-ass normal life, and you know, start working on these cars. And I got to make sure that I get some. I'm gonna have to uncover Max, and I got to get some shit inside Max. I got to get some fabric sheets and some. I'm gonna put some of this rappel shit all the way around it too. I definitely don't want any animals in that. And rodents have already been inside this at one point last year, or the year I got Ruby. And I ended up ripping all the interior out and cleaning and scrubbing and whatever, and then closing it up. And then the winter crept up on me before I get the interior back in it, and they kind of got back in there again this last winter. But I took care of everything and it's all good. So but yeah, hopefully you can get this all together and see what happens. So without further ado, we're gonna go to time lapse and hurry up and get this shit done. I'll use the rest of it. Put some around Max. Should have saved some of that coyote shit. That'll work. These containers are kind of cool. Little handles on them. High density polyethylene, HDPE. Okay. So we got a whole nother box. Air fresh or mothballs still. In case you want to throw them around on the inside here and set some old traps. Oh yeah, I bought that too. These hanger things are really awesome for hanging from the clothes hook on the inside from the sail panels on third gens. Keeps the mice, they don't like the smell, so. But oh, I forgot to look. I wanted to see that one pipe that's right there at an angle, not the one that goes way up, but that one right there at an angle. I could wire it in, and if the wires go out that way, I could actually run and put a plug in out there and put a light in if need be. Just something like this, you know, something. But yeah, the woman's got one of these for the inside of Black Magic, and the as usual, Suavitel. I'm not too worried about Ruby, but I think the mothballs, I'll put some more mothballs down. I'm gonna get the rest of these traps down and set. So just give me a little bit, guys. Alright guys, you can barely see, but I doubled up on the sensitive ones, the new mouse traps here. So got one back there, one over here right by all the seats. Set one right there, you can see it, and there's a sticky trap right there. Set another one over there right next to the dead carcass, and this one was up here before earlier. Got that one up here, and then the normal one that had been up here, I had another one next to it, a new one. So we got 4 on the upper level, and then I did the same thing on the bottom level. So now we got one on the ledge here and one on the ledge up there, so one way or another they're gonna get hungry, they're gonna get taken out. I left the one that's right here by my floor jack, and I stuck one right here in the corner. I got to check on it and be careful with that one because I unplugged this cable which is turning the lights on, and I don't want to drop it and end up killing it, you know, popping it. And then I came over here by Black Magic, and we had the one that was already here, so I put one a few feet away right here, and then came down the wall some further, put one right here, and then left the one that was already there up there. So the other box of mothballs I already spread. I spread that box of mothballs upstairs and threw some rat poison around before I set the traps, because you know as well as I do, if you start throwing poison around or mothballs, they're going to bounce, they're going to hit the traps, they're going to set off the traps, and you got to climb all the way back over everything to back to where the traps are again and reset them all after you just did it. So took care of that already. That peppermint stuff, whatever, the rodent repellent peppermint, oh my god, I can smell it emanating. It's really, really loud. It's weird because you don't smell the coyote pee, coyote piss, but boy, you can smell that peppermint shit. It's definitely pungent, so that's a good thing. But so I got all that stuff set. Now I just need to get on to the second part of the video and show you guys what I'm gonna do here with old Black Magic, and what I do when I shut her down for the winter. Make sure everything's all good with her. So give me another minute.